Hi, John.
Hello, Alex, and hello to you, bad golfers. It's a very special bad golf video this week because finally we have collated all of the entries to our logo designing competition. And may I say, what an incredible response it was. The talent, both in freehand, in clip art, in Microsoft Paint. Alex, it's great to see that some of the 90s key designing programs are still very much in the nation's hearts.
John, you've whetted the viewer's appetite. You've also whetted my appetite because I've not seen these yet. I decided to keep my something dry.
Powder.
I kept my powder dry, so I'm all hot and bothered about these efforts. Can we get on with it?
We certainly can. Now, I should just explain, folks, the way we're going to do this is we cannot show them all, unfortunately. We may be able to sort some kind of slideshow at the end, but we have received over 400 images from many, many of you, ranging from the genuinely bad to the pretty darn good. And
Actually,
we appreciate them all exactly the same.
Really?
Oh yeah,
exactly the same.
Also, some of our younger viewers have got in touch to send their drawings, which is incredibly moving, may I say.
Now, how do you know they're younger? Have they put their ages, or are you just basing it on how bad the things were?
No, in fact, some of the best stuff from the younger viewers, I'm basing it on the accompanying messages their parents sent.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, so Alex, have you opened the document?
I've got a PDF, and I think that stands for a portable something file.
A portable document format, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? Your hair's wonderful.
I've just had it cut today.
It's really like a nice swish.
Thank you. I want to keep the cap on for brand awareness, but I'm aware it casts a shadow on my face. So what I might do is move my lamp is there to illuminate my Freddie Mercury photo.
Yes.
But I might move that lamp actually to bring a bit of light into the arena.
Well, yeah, we want face awareness as well as brand awareness.
How's that?
That's a lot better. I think that's perfect. And I imagine it's quite comfortable for you.
It's great. It's like I'm being interrogated. I don't actually know if this is a problem I can solve, to be honest with you. How's that? Is that a bit better?
Bad. Yeah, I like that.
Got a bit of a light. It's got a bit of a halo on it. I think I'm just going to leave it where it was and have my hair.
We're all aware of the brand. I've got my little shirt on. You've got your little shirt on. We're doing all right.
We are doing all right.
But also, this is about becoming aware of our brand.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah,
and I should point out, it's very interesting because I don't know anything about sort of design, but I love that everyone expressed themselves and often made very little concession for how easy it would be to recreate the image, how easy it might be to embroider the image. And we've just got such a wonderful range. But I'm going to start off, Alex, by drawing your attention to a very bold image from Adam Frost, from Frosty.
Okay, here we go. We're diving in. Oh, I can see Frosty. Yes, I don't mind it. It does the job. I don't think it's
I think we've got to be broadly positive about every single logo we mention.
Yes, I really like it.
Okay, I really liked it as well, actually. But anyway, I thought that was great, Frosty. And Frosty also shows some early workings on the back of an envelope that he did in pen.
Yes, and he's written "Oh John" there, which I enjoy.
Yeah. So the next one I want to draw your attention to, Alex, is Alan King.
So we're going through it sort of alphabetically.
We are, because they've been arranged alphabetically by Digital Dave.
Now, I really enjoy the 8-year-old's effort. Alan, I hope Alan must be the dad. You don't get 8-year-olds called Alan, do you?
You don't, but you do get 8-year-olds called Jessica. And Jessica has sent this wonderful image of golf clubs inside a golf ball on top of bad golf, the word.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
A sherbet dip.
It reminds me of rolling around in snow. But a superb effort from you, Jessica. Thank you so much for sending that to us. The next one, Alex Vasper, has got a very unique style. Can you see that one there, Alex?
Yes. Oh, there's Alex Vasper's effort. The first stick man.
Yeah, I was. I've written a note next to Alex's saying, child, question mark. No, he's not. He's in his 20s.
More of a metal detector than a golf club.
It does look a bit like a metal detector. Maybe we're looking for our golf balls with a metal detector.
Thank you, Alex.
One motif that I really like, which is in a lot of designs, is the use of the sort of shot tracer as a part of the logo.
Yes.
It's a really good idea that I enjoyed a lot. Also, some people sort of mocking the PGA logo. For example, I think that's what the logo it is. Andy G. Andy G has sent in a number of designs, one which says bad golf, surrounded by the word desire lots of times. But I really like his one, which I think is a sort of an homage to the PGA logo, which is bad golf in a blue rectangle with someone breaking their club over their left knee.
Can I be so bold as to say that's the first real contender for me?
Is it really? Now that's interesting.
I could see that on merch. I could see other golfers relating to it. It's classy. A silhouette is always good. I mean, I really like the desire around the other one, but I do like that. I
wonder whether, though, my only thought is we may get a cease and desist letter from the PGA.
Yes. Yeah.
The next one I would like to talk about is Ben Evans, who's done exactly what I would have done at school had I been asked to design a logo, which is two golf clubs forming a B and a G with a J and an A in circles, spelling out bad golf with also our initials and done in big felt tip. So thanks, Ben Evans.
Yes, thanks, Ben Evans. It's wonderful.
Thank you also to Ben Taylor for, I think, another contender, Alex. Ben has sent in sort of 6 or 7 iterations of his logo there, and it does look pretty swish.
Yeah, it sort of looks a little bit like a cool business as well.
It does look like a cool business. That's correct. And what are we if not a cool business?
No, I don't know. Exactly that. Lovely stuff. I like the ball bouncing off the G or the F. Yeah. Thank you, Ben Taylor.
Bill Ruhleder. I hope I'm pronouncing that wrongly.
It sounds like you're talking about Richard Herring's podcast.
Yes, Bill Ruhleder has sent in a design so complex that it really made me laugh. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. So there's a golfer in the bottom left doing a full 360 spin of his club, and then wonderful fonts of the B and the G. But is that where the ball? Are they made? Well, there's a football.
There's a football. There's also a flag, and there's a series of sort of transparent green squares. A completely unnecessary extra flourish off the bottom of the B. And I wonder if Bill may have had his tongue in his cheek somewhat there, but there's just an awful lot to take in.
Yeah, it's quite dizzying.
Yeah, it's quite dizzying. It would be quite hard to make out if it was small, which I like. So there you go. Thank you very much for sending that in, Bill.
Yeah, thanks, Bill Ruhleder.
And Charlotte Swan, what I really liked about Charlotte, it's probably of all the hand-drawn ones we've got, it really is the best. And I really like the F is very pleasing.
Yeah, it's delightful. What's going on with the Bs? Are the Bs, they look like denim BAD.
Yeah, BAD is in denim with golf balls in the middle. There's a hat, a ball, and a club there. And I just think that's really good pens personship.
It is really good pens personship. But I don't know if you're going to go past Chris Mingay's one, but I think he's got the swearing horn making up the A of the bad golf. That's unusual.
There are quite a few horn motifs coming up, Alex.
That's fine.
Now, the thing is, this is so good. I don't know if this is sort of based on a pre-existing design of something, but Chris Oakley has sent in a number of iterations of his, which look like it looks like the logo from a really nice resort.
Yes.
And my personal favorite is the one with the sort of setting sun color scheme.
Yeah. The only problem with it, Chris, is it might be too good.
Do you reckon it might be too good?
I'm not sure. We look like bad golfers. We look like cool RAF pilots.
That's quite true, actually. We do look like cool RAF pilots. But incredible work, Chris. Really am impressed.
Lovely stuff.
Shout out also to Dave Prendergast, who sent in the logo he originally made for us without us asking, which is featured on some of the videos we've done. We really like that, Dave. It's very sweet.
The one before that, Daniel Thompson one, looks like a proper design. It's like the LG symbol.
Yes. For the TV company.
Well, life is good, yeah. But it sort of looks like a sellotape dispenser, his one.
It does, doesn't it? And what is bad golf about, if not about sellotape?
No. Thank you, Daniel Thompson.
Thank you, Daniel Thompson. Thank you to Ellen Kirby, who sent in the design and then has shown it to us on various items of potential merch, Alex. And a few people did this. They went the extra mile.
And they do look good. Those fleeces there, we look ready to play.
Yes, there's another nod to the PGA logo from Ian Aldridge there and I think that's me flicking the V's at the camera, which I really like.
That's definitely you, not me. Yeah.
Again, I think we may suffer the wrath of the PGA were we to adopt that, but much respect due.
I like India Black's golf ball shaped. Well, it's very simple. But
yes.
I don't know how she's done it. I'd like to think she's hewn it from an actual ball.
Yeah, sort of chiseled away like a sort of a Greek sculptor would do. I'm hoping that India used a computer and not it didn't take her sort of 50 years to sculpt it from marble.
Well, there's some very good efforts. It's funny to see ourselves in silhouette so many times.
Yes, it is. I must draw attention to James Ross, who has designed it in the style of Rick Shields' logo. And I sent a photo of that to Guy, Rick's producer, and we both had a chuckle about that. It does look good. It's a very strong logo.
Yeah, it's confusing. We might be able to confuse viewers to subscribe to us thinking that it's him. It's quite clever.
Absolutely.
I like some of the mottos. James Ross also does one. Bad golf, letting the bigger boys play through since 2019. That's nice.
Yes, that's lovely. John has just sent in a design that says bird golf.
Yeah. Why has he done that?
It's a sun with some birds and then bird golf written with a sort of a nib effect on his drawing software, which is just far too big.
And it's almost really bird golf as well. Yeah. That might be my favorite. Bird golf.
Bird golf. Thank you also to John. I think it's John Orton, who sent in a number of very snazzy looking pro designs, one of which looks a bit like a superhero's logo that would go on the middle of their leotard or cape.
Yeah.
So if we were ever sort of bad golf superheroes who killed people with slices and hooks, we would definitely have that on our cape, John.
I like that. You could have that big on a denim jacket.
Yeah. John Byrne sent in a number of hand-drawn sketches, which I really appreciate, that reminded me again of sort of what I would have done in a DT sketchbook at school. And John writes in his email, because he goes into quite a lot of depth, the B and the D in the sketch relates to the right and the left-handed irons that Alex and John use, followed by the 2 times T's, which makes up the word bad. Then I thought, keep the word golf the same with a couple of twists at the end. The number 4 in the title, which would be the likely word or other expletive that we shouted off the T. And John goes on, I hope you guys eventually find the logo for your channel. We love watching it as a family, just to make us all feel better in the knowledge there are many others that are as crappy at golf as we are. Thanks for all the laughs and keep up the good work. Thank you very much, John.
Thanks, John. I'd love that family to just follow us round on a round.
Would you?
Just to, every tee box. There's John's family, just enjoying the action.
Well, also John Orton, who sent in the... I'm guessing it's John Orton from the email address, who sent in the one that looks like a superhero cape, has then embossed it as a sort of way to my heart in the style of Queen's Hot Space album cover, which I really appreciated. Thank you very much.
Hot Space Bad Golf, he calls it. Yeah, that is nice.
Thank you very much for that. Jonathan Gibson sent in an enormous array of iterations of his design, again, using the sort of shot tracer motif.
Yeah.
Massive shout out to Elizabeth, whose dad, Josh, writes to say, me and my daughter Elizabeth, who's 8, were watching your video today and she got very excited when you mentioned the competition. Here are her creative entries featuring a multicolored golf ball as the background in the second one, which I'm sure you could already tell. She'd be very touched if you could give her a shout out when you do your video on the logos.
Of course you're going to, because that is a wonderful effort.
It's so good. And Josh goes on, I want to say I found your channel only at the beginning of this year, and it's been a genuine source of enjoyment and happiness in the darker moments of what has been an S show of a year for everyone. So thank you very much. Hey, I really appreciate that, Josh.
Yes.
And also to Elizabeth for your fantastic pics there of BG overlaid club motif and BG on multicolored ball motif.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Oh, I've just seen Lee Williams Hughes's effort.
Well, do you want to hear what Lee Williams Hughes said about his effort?
I do, actually.
It really made me laugh. Let me just find his email. Your logo is attached, and believe me, it's the best one you've been sent. But it's just a sketch. I can work up the logo, tidy it up a bit, and get it all nice and digital for you later on if you would like. I've played around with all of the likely designs that other people will be sending you and concluded that really this is the one you need to use. When you accept that yourselves, I'll work it into a much cleaner digital file.
Wow, Lee William Hughes. I mean, it's good.
I mean, it's a very long email. He goes on, this logo really has something that ties to your personalities. And I made special effort to ensure that golf clubs that the golf clubs and the characters are holding don't look like penises, as that would be distracting. The join between Robbins and Horn could be a vertical line or twin lines rather than a plus, maybe just a filled-in circle. Anyway, you're creative people, so I'm sure you can see a million reasons why it's the winner.
Yeah, I haven't got to 1 million yet, but definitely, yeah, 300,000. Okay, let's keep going.
Well, huge shout out to Leonard and Leonard's family from Corana Downs, Brisbane, Australia. And this picture is the result of work from April, who's 7, Bronson, who's 9, and Len, who is 40.
Yeah.
They've done a number of designs because Len really wants the Cobra Radspeed driver. So I'm hoping that the children weren't sort of forced to sort of create a factory line of pictures in order for you to win. But there's a picture of, I think it's a big bunker or some water. It says BG, and I'm saying, oh, John.
Oh, yes, I'm seeing it now.
There's also a little sort of circular design, which saying Bad Golf by John Robbins and Alex Horn. So thank you very much. April, who's 7, has said, my picture is Alex telling John to lift his back foot and pose for the camera as he hits the ball, just like Dad tells me to when I hit it. Bronson says, this is a logo you can use. I put your names down at the bottom so future viewers will know who the creators of Bad Golf were. My design unexpectedly represents a cross-section of a ball and has a broken window to show how bad the golf can get.
Oh, I hadn't noticed those details. I love that it's a cross-section of a ball accidentally.
Yeah. Yeah,
and also
really
thinking about our future viewers, some of whom won't even be born yet.
Some of whom won't be born. Some of whom won't discover the channel until we're long gone, Alex.
Some people might study it, I suppose, for A-level sport.
Yeah. Lewis Duggan's gone for the classic 20-second Microsoft Paint design, which I like to see.
Yeah,
I like to see.
That didn't take long. Yeah.
That didn't take a huge amount of time. Liam Cookie, it took me a while to understand what was going on here. Liam has designed a logo with the words Bad Golf and then a golf ball that's a teapot. And I thought, that's very strange, Liam. But then I realized maybe it's a reference to the sort of teapot stance you do on the tee. Yeah. Or maybe it's just a bad golf teapot. Golf tee, yeah, all good.
Yeah. Or teapot.
Or teapot, yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for Marley Dickerson who sent in what actually is more a picture I would like framed on the wall. And Marley has sent in drawing at various stages, depending on whether we wanted it black and white or more simple or in
Only
color.
a closer look at Marley's one.
Yeah, I think that for me, it looks, tell you what that looks like, a really nice commemorative plate.
Yes. Yes, again, following our deaths.
Yeah, we may use that perhaps on the 50th year of Bad Golf. We'll release a commemorative plate or even a £5 coin made by the Royal Mint.
Yes. No, lovely stuff.
Some people really have just written the word Bad Golf down in pen, and that's fine and great to see.
John is really emerging as the catchphrase of the channel, isn't it?
It is, and it's one of mine as well, Alex. The Oh John catchphrase.
Is it?
It is my catchphrase.
Have you trademarked it, John?
No, I don't think I will. I want it to sort of spread.
Oh, I've just seen Matt Armstrong's one. Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
Where's Matt Armstrong?
Well, he's just barely written it.
Oh yeah, he's barely written it. But it's good stuff nonetheless.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, we want a bad logo in a way. We might want a bad logo. We're not sure yet. We want a good bad logo.
Well, I tell you what is a very strong one, Alex. If you would be so bold as to scroll down to Rob Searcy or Searcy, I really like. But what I like about it, Rob, is it's just very simple and it does sort of stand out.
Yeah, it's pretty classy. So it's a bad swing, do you think?
I think, well, it's just sort of someone, it's not, you can tell it's not a great swing perhaps, but it's a nice design, very replicable. And if you scroll down a little bit further, Alex, I think we've got a real contender from Sam Taylor, who's done a very simple T being sort of exploded by the words Bad Golf.
Yeah.
And do you know what I'm going to say, Alex?
Oh, no, not yet.
That regardless of who we choose as the overall winner, I think I would like to see Sam's design on a pitch, on a ball marker. And even if it's only on the ball marker, we will send Sam some clothing of some description, because I think that's really nice.
Yeah. That grabs you. And it's different to all the others. He's gone for the tee, not the swing, not the clubs.
But it is impactful. It's replicable. It's simple. You'd be able to see what it is from a distance, even if it's done really small on a ball. Made me realize how many things graphic designers have to think about. Yeah. Like, can it be embroidered? Will it show up in sunlight? Will I be able to print it very small? Fascinating.
Absolutely. No, thank you, Sam Taylor. Lovely stuff.
Next one is another contender, Alex. Oh, well, actually, I really like Simon Garner, who just put our faces on a golf ball. And Simon Garner then goes on to incorporate that ball with our faces in a really garish sort of computer-drawn image, which is sort of very striking.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself there. The trouble is, I suppose, we're quite keen on repeating our trip to Glen Eagles at some point, and checking in with that is going to be a slight push, I'd say. Yeah.
Well, just below Simon's, Alex, is another Simon Magnus. I'm a big fan of, it's a very classy sort of 40s, 50s pop art fonted oopsie on a ball with Bad Golf on the top.
That's nice. Oopsie. I guess oopsie. Maybe that's one of mine. If you're Oh John, maybe I'm an oopsie.
Maybe you're an oopsie. Thanks to Simon Thorne, who sent us loads of messages from his iPhone. And I think each of these designs took upwards of 10 seconds.
Yes.
So thanks for your persistence,
It is hard to write on the screen sometimes, isn't it?
It is.
You can see that there.
Yeah. Next up, William Ashby Skirm has a logo that is so professional. It looks like it could be on like actual golf branded merch. It's sort of a slightly lopsided oval shape, a bit like a guitar plectrum with someone swinging inside and Bad Golf. And I really like the, what's a six-sided shape? Hexagon.
Yeah.
It's a really nice, it's very classy is the word.
Yeah. Again, the only drawback might be too classy.
Might be too classy.
I do like the ones that hint at something going wrong.
Well, I've actually scrolled past a previous one I was a big fan of, which I need to now find.
Well, that's good though, because otherwise the people whose names don't begin with a letter after W might have given up hope. So if there's still a possibility, we're going to scroll back up to you. Don't stop watching, viewers whose names are high up in the alphabet.
Yes. Now, where is it? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Dominic Anstey. Now, a lot of people very cleverly tried to incorporate the sort of shot tracer going left or right motif. But Dominic's design jumped out immediately at me for being very simple, very replicable, very clear. It jumped off the page. Alex, thoughts?
I see what you mean exactly. So it is one guy playing golf, and his slice golf shot trajectory has become the upper sweep of the G. It's gone through the B, it's joined them together. It's the more you look at it, the more pleasing it becomes. It's got all the design layers of some of the other good ones, but it has got that badness about it, in that it represents our bad driving, which is great. I don't think we want too standard a logo.
No. Another late shout is Tommaso Galati, and Tommaso has got a really, really nice looking sort of line drawn motif. Two golfers swinging.
Yeah.
I think, Tommaso, you're a victim of your own skill, because it just looks too good. It looks like the logo for a really top class swing clinic.
That could be Bryson and Kupka teeing off.
It could be there. Bryson and Kupka.
Gorgeous.
Anyway, folks, Alex and I are going to go away briefly now to consider, to cogitate, to analyze, to pick our winner. But we want to thank you all so much, and we do hope you've seen this as a little bit of fun with a Cobra driver going to the winner, and maybe a couple of honourable mentions as well. But we'll see you back in one sec.
Okay, let's go.
Well, what a long period of deliberation that was. You may have noticed a change in scenery, change in dress, and certainly a change in the time of day. What happened, bad golfers, is once we had deliberated and cogitated, we realized that we had missed an entire folder of entries that our producer, Digital Dave, had put separately because they were so impressive. Unfortunately, I had to go to Corfu. So I've since been to Corfu. Nice to be back.
Welcome back.
Thanks, Alex. Had a bit of a head cold. Also, it's 20 to 9 in the morning. So a little bit of contrast into the lives behind the bad golfers, Alex Horn and John Robbins. Alex, what have you done so far today?
I've got up and fed 5 other people, one of whom is a dog. I have packed one off on a bus, 3 others in a car. Dog's still next to me. Done 3,000 press-ups, and have eaten a box of Weetabix. What have you done,
showered?
John? I've showered. Oh, sorry. Yes, I've showered. I've shaved.
Brushed your teeth?
Brushed the teeth.
Good.
Cleaned the ears of one child.
Nice.
What have you done, John?
I've had a cup of tea.
And a bottle of wine.
Cup of tea and a bottle of wine to start the day. So, folks, having kids is great. It's got its upsides. But having dogs and kids has got expensive downsides. Is that true?
I don't think they've got expensive downsides. They have expensive upsides.
Oh, what a lovely, lovely way of putting it, Alex.
Thanks, John.
That's so kind and tender.
Nice to see you at the wedding the other day.
At Gamble's wedding?
Yes.
Did you know it made it to the Daily Mail?
Yes, your photos made it.
My photos are in the Daily Mail of Ed Gamble's wedding.
So look them up, bad golf fans.
And my fiance's comment on my photo on Insta made it to the actual story in a national newspaper. That's the standard of journalism in UK 2021. You're welcome to it.
Let's go. PDF time.
So, folks, the reason we missed this whole raft of entries is because they were so sort of high spec that Dave put them in a separate folder. Dave is our editor, and we love Dave. So first off, Alex, I want to draw your attention to Andrew Cridland.
I'm on it.
And one thing I like about Andrew Cridland especially is it's always nice to hear a surname you've not heard before.
Cridland, yes. Oh, he's done a special yellow hat for me. Also an Alex hat yellow. That's lovely.
Yes, and Alex Cridland, what I really loved most, so his design is sort of like the sort of design you might see on a River Island distressed tee.
Yeah.
But he's shown what it would look like on Freddie Mercury's white vest at Live Aid.
And it looks great on Freddie Mercury's white vest at Live Aid.
I think now, I always thought that Queen's performance at Live Aid was sort of greatest ever moment of music history. I actually think there was something missing, and it was a bad golf logo on.
It's missing
Freddie
a hip and
Mercury's.
cool for the TikTok generation, refined, elegant, and classy for everyone else logo. That's what he's done.
Next, I'd like to show you Ben Pritchard's work.
Of course you would. Yes, Ben Pritchard, there we go.
Ben's work reminds me a bit of the, what's that brewery that make Brooklyn Lager?
I'm not familiar with it, John, but I'll take your word for it. It's a lovely handwritten font, isn't it? A sort of curly B.
You would know Brooklyn Lager if you saw their logo. However, what I like most is that Ben, either by accident or design, has created a new slogan for us. Can you see it?
Oh, golf.
Oh, golf.
With an asterisk on golf with some of the letters to make it look like golf is a swear word.
Yeah. Oh, golf, which I'm guessing is a version of Oh, John. But thank you very much for your logo, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Next up, I would like to show you Eric Hooper's design.
3 megabytes.
And what I liked about Eric Hooper's design is he was actually able to get quite a lot of information in quite a neat little logo there, which I think would look good on a beer mat or a cap.
I think that's a quality logo.
It really
I'm
is.
Always worried they're too good. But I like the curliness, obviously, of the single. It's a single club, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a single club.
Lovely.
And I think sometimes the challenge people has is how to get. So you need to get in. The idea it's bad. The idea it's golf. The idea it's Alex Horne and John Robbins, and getting those all into an image is quite tricky. But I thought Eric pulled that off quite well.
And also lovely to meet an Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Eric. Next up, John Pendleton, as I live and breathe.
He seems to work for a marketing company, so this should be good.
Really?
Well, his email address hints at that.
Oh, well, it is.
He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
It is of the quality because John has gone for the other end of the spectrum by using one image that suggests a lot more than it says, if I can be so bold.
That's really good.
So it's sort of, at first glance, it looks like a crown, but then you think, or is it a ball landing in a lake?
It is, you know. It's a ball.
Or is it a ball landing in sand?
I think that's really clever.
It is clever, isn't it?
It's also almost like a reverse spike on your shoe.
It is also like, do you know what, Alex? If anything, I think there's almost too many interpretations. It's so loaded with meaning, like the great poets of our age. Shakespeare, Chaucer, Donne. I think John Pendleton.
Sorry,
you are now a part of the canon of the great poets and playwrights of our age.
Well, but John Pendleton sounds like a poet.
It does, doesn't it? Actually,
I'm studying Pendleton this year.
Next, Alex, I would like to draw your attention to Johnny Harville.
Good old Johnny Harville. Ooh.
Now, Johnny Harville has done 3 designs, sort of highlighting, as others have, 2 of them, the shot tracer going awry. Very classy, may I say. Very simple, very moving.
Very moving.
But can you see what he's done in his 3rd design, Alex?
Now, listen, I think I need to work this out because he's entitled it Double Bogey.
You see what he's done?
No. What's he done?
So that square outline is the graphic for a double bogey on like on a sort of digital scorecard or on the TV.
That's very clever.
It again, a bit like the previous one. It's almost too clever.
These are really good. I mean, I actually really like his second one. As a badge on a shirt, that would look great.
Yes.
And again, it's just a hint of the shot trace. You don't immediately think it's not comically bad.
No, it's classily bad.
Oh, I'd wear
just
that.
like us.
Would you have that tattooed on you? That's my.
It's not a question of would. It's a question of where
and how big.
And how big.
And how
maybe
many.
Over the lips and onto the chin.
Yes, it's not a case of maybe. It's a yes, B.
Next up, Mike Stafford Curtis.
Hello, Mike. Oh, a little picture of him. Hi, I'm
little
Mike.
Picture of Mike there.
Handicap
also a bad golfer.
Yeah.
And what I liked about Mike is he has shown his workings in.
He really has.
Almost punishing detail.
Wow. There's a flow chart with bad golf in the middle. There's imagery. There's process. And the outcome is pretty good.
Yeah, because what Mike's done is he has realized that the logo is going to inevitably dominate sport. So he has put it on the end zone of an American football stadium, on the helmets and on the flags of, is that, what team is blue and black? Is that AC Milan?
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? I don't know is my answer.
It's not AC Milan.
It's really nice to see the workings of a proper designer.
It's amazing.
It makes me want to be a designer.
Does it? Very difficult. It's a lot of study.
He's used your left-handedness in there. It's sociable. It's enjoyable. Oh, lovely stuff.
Next, Ollie Woodcock. Ollie Woodcock has 11 breathe.
Ollie Woodcock. There he is. Oh, yes. 15 pages.
Yeah, it's 15 pages, and I think each one of them well used. So Ollie's idea is that we make use of the sort of swearing element of bad golf, even though I'm quite proud of this, not a single swear word has ever actually been heard on our channel. So you never know, we might not be swearing.
Really good demonstrations. Oh, I've just seen the little bag that he's offering us.
He's put it on caps, he's put it on balls, he's put it on bags with
the bag does have a phrase. Oh, F yourself up the A to death.
Ollie also does a second idea.
Ollie's final logo with the G inside the B is lovely. I can yet again just say it's too classy for me. It's too good. It's so good.
It's too good, Ollie. You're too talented, mate. Finally, I would like to draw your attention to Stefan Liu.
Liu, L-O-U-W. Great.
Liu.
Oh, that's nice. Isn't it?
I think that is very, very classy.
I mean, there's something appealing to the ego in me that it's got our silhouettes and we're just about recognizable from it.
Yeah, well, you're playing the shot that's gone right.
Yeah.
I am just sort of standing with my hand on my hip.
The teapot.
The teapot. So it gets a lot it says a lot in a little.
Yeah, again, it could be for a golfing holiday company.
It could be.
I like the fonts. It's not trying too hard.
No.
It's gone into the trees, the ball, you're disappointed.
Yep.
Yeah. It's lovely.
So,
John.
It's going to be very, very difficult to decide a winner. And I think what we're going to have to do is pick a winner, but essentially everyone's a winner. And we will pick some honorable mentions who we will perhaps find some clothing to send out to say thank you. But we want to thank you all because it's been such a treat to go through all of your designs. And there's no winners in golf.
There never has been a winner in golf.
No one's ever won a round of golf because you're playing against your own mind. So thank you to everyone who designed against their own minds and won.
But also didn't win.
But we will be back after some deliberation.
That was some intense deliberation, John.
That was actually really, really hard. And I think it's safe to say we've narrowed it down to 6 designs who are all winners.
And they will all receive something.
They will all receive something. We will get in contact with Puma and get some clothing sent out to you. And we will contact you for some sizing info. So those people who we have deemed really in the top tier is Ollie Woodcock, John Pendleton,
the poet.
John Pendleton, the poet. Brandon Seabloom's incredible film poster style design, which perhaps wouldn't be right for golf merchandise, but as we said, when we make the biopic of bad golf, that's the poster students are going to hang on their bedroom walls. Sam Taylor's superb circular design, which jumps out, and I'm sure will feature on some pitch markers, not pitch markers, ball markers, maybe even a cap. And Dominic Anstey, it was the sort of first design that jumped out at us. We managed to do what an awful lot of people were trying to do, but in a very simple way, with the bad golf and the shot tracer. So honorable mentions and clothing to you all. It should be a phrase of congratulations. Clothing to you all.
Clothing to you all.
However, the design that we thought just exuded class, and unfortunately it's someone whose surname we're probably mispronouncing, is Stefan Liu.
Here's to you, Stefan Liu.
Here's to Liu, Stefan Liu, a Cobra Rad Speed driver winging its way towards you once we've got your details. Thank you so much for the incredible work you put in, as did everyone. We just thought it was really, really neat as a channel logo. It's been humbling. I'm humbled.
I've never been humbled before, but I'm enjoying being humbled.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being humbled right now.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Stefan Liu. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you to everyone, and thank you to Stefan Liu.
Thank you to Cobra. Thank you to Puma for providing the superb Rad Speed driver that Stefan will be enjoying or putting on eBay. It really is his own choice. And we salute you all, bad golfers. Please like and subscribe. It makes a big difference. We want to hit 50,000. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.